really want to hear what Gakenia has to say.
Yeah, do.
Oh, me Gakenia. So first of all, anyway, I feel like but
I like the intro. Me and Gakenia.
Well, I think there's a lot of like individual work. I think there's a lot that we see. First of all, we're all raised, I think, generally Christian. And so that's just basically the point that we come from. And I don't think that, I think Chinese kids would have the same thing to say about their parents. So, you know what I'm saying? Like anybody who generally was raised in a conservative background would have the same kind of things to say about their parents. Maybe I'm very, just a side note before I continue, I'm very, very interested in what Sarah is saying right now, because the 2 times I've gone to America, I have been making noise. Sarah, how many times have I made noise about this very same issue in your car? And Sarah's like, no, we just have to understand the parents. So right now I'm just like, I'm sorry, what?
No, I don't know that, Gakenia.
You just must understand. No. It's okay, Sarah. We'll catch it after the video. We'll catch you after the video.
Yeah. I remember you and I talking about this, Gakenia. Remember a little bit as well.
Yeah. I've talked about this Njoki as well. And I think, I don't know, like, I don't think there's, first of all, in general, I think kids had their parents. Like, it's very, like every single time I came back from America, I don't know what America is like to me. I was just like, there's a time I came back, I think I didn't talk to my mom for like a month. Thankfully, I was living out of the house. Like, she'd call me, I wouldn't pick up her calls. I would not text back. She had to call Kinasi Oka asking, is Gakenia okay? And when I eventually, I was so mad. And when I eventually went to meet with her, like, I just gave her an entire, like, just document full of curse words, like, just for, you take this is all I have for you. Like, I literally, like, there's no other way to say it, there's no other word. There's no other word for what this is. And she just, like, my mom is such a gracious woman, my holy mother of God, and she just sat and she just explained to me, like, even things that say were not necessarily spiritual, but that really influenced her conservatism, I guess, or her just wanting to protect her child from...
Yeah.
Last time I felt like I was seeing my mother as a person, because I just felt like there's so many things I just felt. It's even things like my friends are saying, oh, I'm going to buy this also yarn for my mom because she likes knitting. My mother likes the kingdom of God, friends. I don't know what else I can get her. Like this. What are we going to do?
She likes the kingdom of God.
Okay. Relatable.
She likes the kingdom of God.
I just like, I don't know what to get you. I'm so upset. I don't know who you are as a human being. I'm just mad because at first I pick at a point as just like, does God like people? You know what I'm saying? Like, does God like personalities? Are we all just supposed to be crucified with Christ and we are no more because Christ is in us, And therefore, yeah, I mean, less of me, more of him. I was just like, I don't get it. And I don't think it's something that I have figured out. I think it's something I'm still trying to figure out. But what is helping is just beginning to articulate and just like, first of all, that letter really, really helped, I guess, because it just like, I was just like, I can't. Like, I've gotten to a place where I resented my mother, like resentment, like the real one. And just being able to try and be more articulate. And I think I said this even in the previous video, like just being like, okay, so today I feel sad that this didn't go this and this way, because I'm always scared about how people think of me, because every single time I've seen, like, this is what we are in our family. And I think this is why mom and dad used to do this. And all the way down, my mom was telling me even some stories, just why even her own parents hurt her. And I'm like, oh, okay, that helps me understand this and this and this. So I think starting to articulate your own story, and actually starting to be like, to notice your own emotions and then go questioning them. Don't just brush yourself aside. But go questioning them all the way down to the root. Like all those questions you have, I think everybody should be going to ask their mother. I think everybody should be, like do your own individual work, do your own, and I don't know, for as much as your parents are willing to share or whatever that is, I think that first of all will help a long way in just healing, and also just under. I think there's, I don't know, I've said this before, but people are individuals. So for example, there's once I came home and I had a full face beat, and I was like, oh my God. And then it was during quarantine because I moved back home. And then my mom, that is the day she told me, she said to tell me she doesn't like makeup. I'm like, sure, I had 2,000 days of quarantine. This is the one day, you are deciding to express your views about makeup and everything. But just articulating, I'm angry and I'm hurt that someone who is significant to me is not excited about the things that I'm excited about.
Exactly.
And then I need external excitement for it to be okay for me to be excited.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just
all of it.
And just start having those kind of conversations with myself.